Michelle, welcome back to my channel. In today's long-awaited video, I will finally be answering questions about UC Berkeley. I just have a load of questions on my phone that I'm gonna be reading off. So to begin, a little bit about me, just so you have an idea of where I'm coming from. I'm currently a first year at UC Berkeley. I am from Chicago, so I am out of state. I'm majoring in molecular cellular biology. That's a mouthful. I just say MCB. I guess I'm pre-med. I always say with quotation marks because like realistically, I don't know where I'm gonna be like 4 years from now. I'm in 2 clubs, Camp Kesem and Quokka, and I'm in a sorority, Delta Sigma. Without further ado, here are your most asked questions about UC Berkeley. So the most frequently asked question I get is, how is the workload? How many hours of homework do you have? How hard is it? I guess the quick answer is Berkeley is hard. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'd say on average per night, like 5 to 6 hours of homework. So pretty much as soon as I get off class to when I go to bed, I'm doing homework with like a dinner break in between. But that's normal, and I feel like once you start going to Berkeley, you get used to having so much homework. You just kind of like get used to the rigor. It's a lot, it's definitely a lot, but it's bearable, and I love the challenge. Is it true that Berkeley has a cutthroat environment? It's very competitive and everyone is depressed. No, that is not true. At least I don't think. In my experience, no, that's absolutely not true. It's competitive in the sense that everyone's trying to do their best because everyone there is so fucking smart. So everyone's trying to succeed, but like no one's gonna put you down for it. If you need help and you ask your friends for help, of course people are gonna help you. People aren't gonna give you the wrong answers. I have super reliable study partners and study friends. Nobody's gonna put you down and like try to make you fail. And also, no, not everyone is depressed. Is it hard to get a 4.0? This, I will say yes. In high school, I took a lot of weighted classes, so we always had like a weighted GPA. It wasn't as big of a deal, but here a 4.0 is literally like all A pluses. Even an A- is a lower GPA. Like it's not a 4. I think it's like 3.8 or 3.7. I don't know. Yes, it is hard to get a 4.0. Is it hard to switch majors? I know it's not that hard to switch majors within a college itself, but if you're going from college to college, that might be a bit more difficult. What if I don't know what I want to study? That is totally okay. A lot of people come into college not knowing what they want to do. All freshmen come in as undeclared anyway, at least for the College of Letters and Science. I'm not sure how the other colleges work, but I know the majority of students enter Berkeley as undeclared. A lot of my friends, and even myself included, like we don't really know what we want to do for the rest of our lives. So I guess my biggest piece of advice is pick something you're interested in and follow that path. Just like try it. And if you decide you don't like it, then switch. You have to make the first step, and that's gonna be the hardest part. So just pick something you're interested in and just freaking go for it. What are your favorite spots to study? I love the libraries on campus. They are so nice. My favorite places to study were DOE, East Asian Library, and the Environmental Design Library. So those 3. How are the dorms? There's like 6 or 7 freshman dorms. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Blackwell, Clark Kerr, Foothill. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Blackwell, Clark Kerr, Foothill. Am I missing one? I think those are it. I think. There are 6 freshman or undergrad dorms that you can live in. I lived in a Unit 2 mini suite. Loved it. Oh my god, I had my own bathroom. The room was beautiful and ginormous. It was good distance from the campus. So Unit 1 and 2 are, I feel like your stereotypical college dorms where you have doubles, you have triples, and then you have mini suites. So a double, 2 people, 1 room, communal bathrooms. Triple, 3 people, 1 room, communal bathrooms. Mini suite, typically 4 people in 2 separate double rooms. You get your own bathroom. Those you can find in Unit 1 and Unit 2. There's also Blackwell. Blackwell is the most popular and most sought for freshman dorm, I think, just because it's the newest. It's super nice. I think all the rooms are doubles, maybe singles, but just like the layout, the furniture, the architecture is very modern and clean. Kind of gives me like hotel vibes. Also has really nice amenities, and it's really close to campus. Clark Kerr. Oh, Clark Kerr is so beautiful. The land around it is gorgeous. It's a bit more isolated, so it's a bit further from campus, but it's close to Greek Row. It's quiet, so if you like quiet, that's good. And it's suites, so you have the whole shebang. I think it's 4 people. You have a living room, a kitchen, your own bathroom, and then your 2 private rooms. Beautiful, so nice. Unit 3 is opposite of Blackwell. I have not heard the best things about Unit 3 just because it's only doubles and triples. I don't even know if there are mini suites. I could be wrong. I've just never really heard good things about it. And then Foothill. Foothill is like in the middle of the woods on like the complete other side of where all the other dorms are. Most of the dorms are south side, and Foothill's north side, which is good, I guess, if you're like CS and engineering. I've only been there once. Gives very like summer camp cabin vibes. Not really my mojo, but if you like nature and you like the cabin-y feel, go for it. I think those are all the dorms. How did you pick your roommate? If you didn't know, my roommate's name is Isha. She's great, love her. Literally the best roommate I could have ever asked for. We're actually from the same hometown. We went to rival high schools. So we had a few mutual friends, but we found each other on the Berkeley like class of 2023 Facebook. And I saw she's from Naperville and I'm like, oh my god, I'm from Naperville too. And then we just talked and turns out we got along great and she was an amazing, amazing, amazing roommate, and I'm literally so sad that we never did our room tour. Ish, if you're watching this, I know you are. I love you so much. Best roommate I could have ever imagined or wished for or anything in my entire life. So thank you for making my freshman year amazing. And I love you so much and I miss you. How's the food? So there are a few dining halls. We have Crossroads, which is the one that I went to the most because it was closest to my dorm. There's Cafe 3, there's the Foothill Dining Hall, then there's Clark Kerr's Dining Hall. The food is like, okay. I really don't like Crossroads, the one that I went to the most, because it's very like cafeteria-esque. Whereas like Cafe 3 and Clark Kerr are more, I don't know, like I just like the atmosphere better. So the food's like okay. I'm not gonna rave about it, but like it's food and I'm gonna take everything I can get. How is the city around campus? So the city around campus itself, like the city of Berkeley, isn't the most safe. So definitely moving to like the Bay Area was a bit of a culture shock for me because I had never really interacted with homeless people before. I hadn't really been around a ton of crime. But yeah, Berkeley is dangerous relative to like where I grew up. Never walk alone at night. I bought pepper spray, never had to use it, but I have had a few scary incidents. But the campus itself is beautiful, pretty safe. We have an app called Wildfire where we see all crimes and just like anything that's happening in the area. So that's really helpful to have to like know to avoid certain areas. But yeah, I'm safe, I'm okay. Definitely toughened me up just a little bit. And how is campus diversity? What's the atmosphere? Stuff like that. Our campus is really diverse, I feel like. A lot of people say that, you know, the California schools have a lot of Asians, and that's never really been anything that affected me. My friends and my friend group are super diverse. My sorority is really diverse. I love it, and I don't think diversity has ever really been an issue. Yeah, I'd say for the most part, our school is really welcoming and definitely more on the liberal side. Berkeley's very liberal. I made a whole like section of just like social questions. Now for the fun questions. Should I rush? Yes. I always knew that I wanted to be in a sorority. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm rushing. Like that was the #1 thing on my list. Well, besides Camp Custom. But I knew I was gonna rush, and the rush process is really long and tiring. If you put too much thought and energy into it, it can be a huge blow to your ego. Because girls will judge you based on how you look, what you wear, where you come from. If you guys want a more in-depth video about sorority rush, let me know. Yes, absolutely rush, because I made my best friends in my sorority. It's been such an amazing opportunity to like meet people and really get out there. Another thing about Berkeley's social life and parties is that it's a bit difficult to get into frat parties if you're not in a sorority, because in order to get into a frat party, most frat parties, you need bids, which are like the little wristbands, and sororities get like mass orders of bids. If you're not in a sorority but you still want to get into parties, the best way is just to like make friends with the frat brothers and get to know the guys in the frats. I would say social scene is mostly frat parties. There are a few bars, but typically upperclassmen go to those. How do I make friends? A big way you can make friends is rushing a sorority. If you're into like the whole sisterhood. You can also make friends by joining clubs. Berkeley has so many student organizations, intramural sports, club sports, so many clubs and activities that you can join and meet so many awesome people. Or of course, make friends from your classes. I've made a lot of friends from my classes. My best friend, Sentinel, we're the same major, so we take most of the same classes. What are the parties like? So much fun. Like if you think like typical college party, like loud music, strobe lights, lots of people, boom, there you have it. The best part is if you're in a sorority, you go to the party with your sorority sisters. Like you're just partying with your girlfriends all night long. And then afterwards, all the restaurants are still open, most of them, and you get like artichokes pizza, or you get boba, or you get Taco Bell, and it's amazing. Then you go home and sleep. If it's a Saturday, next morning, you wake up and do your homework and then party all over again. I think a big part about not being depressed at Berkeley is you have to have a social outlet. Like you have to have a place where you can meet people and have fun, and you cannot just focus your entire life on academics or else you will die and suffocate. What are the game days like? Game days are really fun. Typically, you will go to a frat for the game day, and normally it's a darty, which is like a day party, or a dager, day rager, and then you go to the football game. Those are most of my social questions. Now, things I wish I knew before going to Berkeley. I guess like I wish I knew like the area, like the city of Berkeley itself, just because I didn't really understand how different it was from the city that I grew up in. I wish I knew how important office hours and student learning services were. I only started going to like student tutoring services the end of last semester, and oh my god, they helped so much. I don't know, there aren't really many things that I wish I knew before. Overall, like my transition to Berkeley was really easy. Like I had a great time. I didn't really ever get homesick because you don't really have time to get homesick. So far I've had a great experience, a really, really great experience. And of course, the last question, should I go to this school? Well, if you like everything you've heard so far, if you're a person that loves a good challenge, if you love the Bay Area, and if you love meeting amazing people from literally all over the world, then Berkeley is for you. So those are all the questions that I'm going to be answering today. I really hoped it was helpful. If you're currently a senior trying to decide what school to go to, I hope you pick Berkeley. It's really amazing and you're getting an amazing education. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, check out my other videos. And as always, be sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!